Hey everybody, Autobot John here, and I just wanted to do a quick video. So I just wanted to say something. It's been on my mind for a while, and I just wanted to come out and say something. I am tired of people attacking the Snyder fans, and I'm tired of people attacking the Gunn fans. And I've been watching a lot of channels. Aaron, uh, the harsh critic. There's a lot of people I've been watching, and Aaron Fisher. I love his channel. Harsh critics. Just a lot of people that I've been watching their channels. Um, and I'm not mad at them. I wanted to explain something because I've been reading some of the comments, and I've watched the videos, and people are getting the wrong idea. Yes, are some of the people taking it a little too far? Yes, I really believe some people are taking it a little too far. There's some channels that even though I think they have a point for doing it, I don't think it's the right move. There's some channels that are literally laughing at the Snyder fans and they're like, oh well, you guys attacked us first, and I understand that, and it's true, they did. But there are some Snyder fans who basically are a little, I don't want to say toxic, but um, can get a little mean. Let's put it that way. And so both sides are in my opinion, are equal of this. But I wanted to explain this because there's a lot of people that leave comments and they just don't understand. I am both a Snyder fan and a Gunn fan. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I liked Superman 2025. I didn't love it, and it had a lot of problems. But I liked David Cornsweet's portrayal of the character, or portrayal. I'm sorry, and I didn't mind the costume, and I think he could play a really good Superman. What I don't like so far about the Gunn versus, I don't like James Gunn. I don't like all his goofiness he's adding into it. I don't like his humor. I'm sick of Crypto. I wish that they'd get rid of Crypto. I don't mean kill the dog. I just mean get rid of him because it seems like that they just want to rely on Crypto to sell tickets. Um, there's room for a lot of improvement. And in my honest opinion, I believe that if Gunn can't pull Supergirl off, and if Clayface doesn't do well, and hell, if Lanterns doesn't do well, I think Gunn should leave. I think his universe can continue. I just don't think he should be the one running it. That's how I feel about it. But anyway, I wanted to explain the Snyder fans. And they're not a cult. Okay, I'm sick of hearing that too. That's all I ever read online. Well, the Snyder fans are a cult. They're toxic. No, they're not. Okay, let me explain what the Snyder fans are. They're mad. Okay, they're mad, and they have every right to be. I'm one of them. I'm not angry like some of them, but I'm still upset because Henry Cavill was a great Superman. Is a great Superman. Now, don't get it twisted because my favorite Superman was, and always will be Christopher Reeve. In my opinion, he is Superman. I grew up with him. That's my Superman. Cavill is a damn good Superman. Did I have problems with the direction Snyder was taking him? Yes, I did, because I'm not a fan of the Injustice story, and I felt that's where he was going with the Dark Superman, the whole dark side turning Superman against the Justice League, killing Lois, and yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that. I would have watched it, but it's still not where I wanted the character to go. And I think even Cavill's Superman had some improvements that could have been made. But here's the thing that pissed off the Snyder fans and pissed me off. So Zack Snyder had to leave Justice League because of his daughter's death. And let's be honest, we knew Warner Brothers was trying to get rid of him after Batman v Superman didn't do well in the theaters, even though we know it did, um, but didn't do the numbers they wanted. Um, that's their fucking fault because they're the ones that tried to play catch up to Marvel and they didn't give Zack Snyder enough room to cook. They kept interfering. They tore it apart. They told him to add characters in that probably he didn't even want to put in the movies. And you see what happened. You cannot rush stuff like that. The reason Marvel's worked is because they took the time, they dedicated movies to each character, and then they brought them all together. They didn't put everybody in one movie and then go, okay, now we can do Justice League. It didn't work, and that's why it didn't work. Justice League failed because it was a trash movie. It's not a good movie. There's some scenes in it that I like, and then there's some that I just scratch my head about. And one of them, believe it or not, I know a lot of people are going to give me grief about this, but one of them is not the Cavill mustache thing. They did the best they could, I guess, trying to get the mustache off of him. Um, and until somebody had told me when I first saw it, I didn't even notice there was anything wrong. But then I was like, oh wait, there's something wrong with his lips. His mouth looks weird. But I didn't even know until I read online that he had a mustache for Mission Impossible and he couldn't shave it. But anyway, it's still it's not a good movie. It's choppy, it's put together, it makes no sense. It's just not good. So then Black Adam comes out, and Cavill is at the end of it, and he comes back as Superman. He's got a curl. He looks a little different. He acts different. And then Cavill comes out on his Facebook page and Instagram and everything, and he's basically telling the world, "I'm back, I'm Superman again," and he announces that he's going to be a more colorful, more a hopeful Superman. So we're excited. Yes, we're finally going to get the Superman that we've been wanting. The Man of Steel version, but more hopeful, brighter colors, maybe. Superman. And then it's taken away from us by Warner Brothers and James Gunn. So you now can understand, if you're a true DC fan, why the Snyder fans were pissed off, because we were given hope that we were going to get a more bright colored Superman, Batman. We were going to get the continuation, and it was taken from us. So then, fast forward, we get the Snyder cut of Justice League, and it is the superior film. And I honestly believe that if it had been the one released in theaters, it would have crushed the Avengers. I really believe that. But that's not how it worked out. But we finally get the Snyder cut, and what people don't realize is all that did was wake up a sleeping giant. It woke up the beast inside of the Snyder fans, because it showed the Snyder fans what they could have, what could have been if the studio had not interfered, and if Zack could come back. And all it did was make us hungry for it. We want it. And this is rambling on a little bit, but basically what I'm trying to say is all these people that are hating on the Snyder fans and attacking Aaron Fisher and harsh critics and people like that have to understand from their point of view and from a Snyder fan point of view that we are upset because the studio lied to us and ended our universe, and we never got a conclusion. It's open-ended. And all we want is a conclusion. Now, I'm not one of these fans that I'm going to tank every Gunn movie because I didn't get because the Snyderverse isn't back. No, I'm not going to do that, because at the end of the day, I'm a DC fan, period, and I'm willing to give anything a chance. But I don't hate the Snyder fans, and I have nothing no animosity toward them at all, because I am one. But I think some of them can get a little carried away at sometimes, and I believe some of the Gunn fans are the same way. You guys, the true diehard Gunn fans, you're gloating and putting comments like, "Oh yeah, but whose universe is around?" You know, the Gunn versus is the only way to go, and Snyder's never coming back, and I think that's bull. I think you shouldn't be like that. I don't think any fandom should be like that. And what I really hate about the Gunverse / Snyderverse controversy is all it's done is it's divided the fandom. So instead of us all coming together and just enjoying the characters and the movies and the love we share as fans for our characters, for Batman, for Wonder Woman, for Superman, for these stories, it divides us, it puts us against each other. It turns the entire fandom toxic. So to all the fans that are out there saying, well, it's the Gunverse or it's the Snyderverse, no, actually it's both. We're both, let's just face it, the DC fandom period, we're all toxic. We attack each other, and I wish that we wouldn't. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I think we are going to get the Snyderverse restored. All I really want is Justice League 2 and 3. And maybe the standalone Batman if Ben Affleck's willing to come back. But at the end of the day, I'm a realist, and I know that, well, as much as I would love it, we may never get it. I am not going to hold this grudge forever, man. Their life is too short. But at the same time, I'm not knocking anybody that does. In the end of the day, you love what you love, period. I just wish that both sides could be a little bit more mature and nicer about it. If you don't like the Gunverse, that's fine. And if you think Superman 2025 was cheesy, campy, kiddie, jokey, that's great. You're entitled to your opinion. And there are some fans that think that the Snyderverse / the Man of Steel is too dark and gritty, and that he's an emo Superman, and it's just both sides have their points. All I'm saying is that it's kind of like I don't want. I'm not going to bring politics in this, but it's the same thing: Republicans versus Democrats. It gets stupid after a while, and I think that basically both sides need to relax, stop attacking each other. I think both sides need to come together, because I believe the only way that we're ever going to get what we want from DC, from Warner Brothers, from / Paramount, Gunn, whoever, is if both sides are on the same page and we stick together. That way we can show the studio heads, we're united. And tanking movies isn't going to do it. Yes, it's going to hurt them, but in the end, I don't think that's what's really going to do it. But then again, letting them continue with this Gunverse the way it is, that ain't going to do it either, because all that shows is that we're willing to put up with garbage. And like I said, I liked Superman 2025, but the rest of it so far, the rest of the DCU has been trash. I mean, I'm honest. It has been trash. Gunn needs to go. That's my honest opinion. He is the key mistake in all of this. I'm tired of everything being Guardians of the Galaxy or compared to Guardians of the Galaxy. I wonder if he can even do a standalone film. We're going to find out. But even his Man of Tomorrow is going to be a Justice League, a team up movie. He can't do a standalone superhero film. He just can't. He's proven that. So yeah, I have no love for Gunn, and I think that he's one of the main reasons DC's in the state it is right now, and he's got to go. He just has to go. Do I think Snyder's the answer, bringing him back? I want him to come back and finish his vision, but I don't think he's the answer to run DC either. I think we need somebody new. I think we need somebody fresh. I don't want to reboot, but I think we need to take these characters and take David Cornsweet's Superman and whatever DC's got planned right now, but just give it a new direction, give it a new director. Don't do another reboot. Just take what you have now and try to make it work. And this is a message to Paramount, to the Ellisons. Basically, you know what the fans want. We want the Snyderverse restored. We want Justice League 2 and 3. We want the standalone Batman if that's possible. And I, as a DC fan, want the Gunverse or DCU. I'm just going to call it the DCU. I want both running. I want both of them. And I don't see why we can't have both. And I believe if you were to give both Snyder fans and the DCU fans what they want, you'll make billions. You'll make millions. You wouldn't have anybody trashing your movies. Every movie would be a hit. All you have to do is listen to what the fans want. But for some reason, you're too stupid and can't figure that out. You got time to turn it around. The DCU just started. It's not completely dead yet. If you can do the right thing, you can turn it around. Because I guarantee you, if you came out tomorrow and you announced Snyder was back and that he's going to finish Justice League 2 and 3, harsh critics would probably be the very first one who would go to see Supergirl. Because all the Snyder fans want, all we want, is what we deserve, a conclusion. And then what happens after that? Fine. But you owe it to the DC fans to finish what was started. It isn't fair. You left it unfinished. Zack's vision needs to be finished. Cavill needs to have his redemption arc. And I'm telling you, if you let that happen, if you give the Snyder fans, the DC fans, what they want, they'll line up and they'll go see your other movies. That's all we want. They won't trash Supergirl. They'll go see Clayface. Hell, they'll even go see Man of Tomorrow. If you would just do the right thing and correct the mistake you, Warner Brothers, created. So here's hoping they do the right thing. Here's hoping that the merger, they bring Snyder back and he finishes Justice League 2 and 3 and the Batman and whatever he's got planned. And here's hoping they keep going with the DCU, because I really believe that both can run, both can exist. And I believe both fans deserve what they want. That's what fandom is. So, making this video too long, but basically I'm just telling everybody, relax. And to all the Gunn fans, stop attacking the Snyder fans. And to the Snyder fans, stop attacking the Gunn fans. We all need to come together. In the end, we are all DC fans. That's all that matters. And we want the best. We want quality. We want good stories. And we want what we should have had to begin with. We want a proper universe. And we also want both sides happy. Because when both sides are happy, money will be made. And DC will, if I could steal this from my friend Jody, Jody's Corner, shout out, DC will rise. And I still believe it can. And I still believe that if it changes course quickly, if Warner Brothers does the right thing, if Gunn does the right thing and brings Snyder back, I believe Marvel is fucked. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed my video. Leave me comments, let me know what you think. Be tasteful and don't leave any negative comments that attack people. And don't attack me. So anyway, later.